Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 2 of our August 2024 release. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's new photo frame die, along with their new Gnome Dies medical add-ons, their new Scrub Life stamp set, their new, Girl Gnome Dies, their Gnome Dies Girl Face add-ons, their Word Bubble Dies, and their Gnome Faces stamp set. There we go. And I'm also using P13 Stamping Pad Skin Tones, Doodlebug's Happy Healing 6-inch pad, along with the 12-inch paper line and the matching odds and ends. So first I have a piece of paper tray ink cardstock cut at 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches with my Martha Stewart scoreboard on my Teflon bone folder. Next I'm adding a strip of paper from that Happy Healing 6-inch pad. It's this border paper. I kind of like to trim it out, so it's a little over an inch wide. And then I'm going to add this little nurse hat to the inside for fun, and that is from that ephemera pack from Doodlebug, the Happy Healing odds and ends. So just adding that with my Barely Art glue. There we go. And next I'm going to add some paper. That is from the 12-inch paper line from the Doodlebug Happy Healing. And I'm adding that to the front of this A2 size card front. This is cut at 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card base. There we go. I'm just lining things up. And now I cut out the new photo frame die out of paper tray ink white cardstock. And then I used one of the little sentiments that you can use from that set, Hi Friend, actually 2. And I lined them up and cut those words out of the front of my photo frame. And I lined up some paper from that Happy Healing pad underneath it just to add some contrast to those words. I didn't want to use the actual letters. They're right there. And I'm just going to use the counters or the little, the centers of the D and the R and add the white little bits on the inside. Now you could have cut these letters out of different colors and just add them to your card or to your photo frame if you like, but I decided to do it this way. There we go. So like I said, I'm adding those little counters in. And now I have Hi Friend. The stitching looks awesome, but it really saves a lot of time to do it this way, right? There we go. So I kind of have the hi kind of on an angle. Now I cut out a piece of paper tray ink cardstock, roughly the same size to go behind my photo frame. Okay, so next I'm pulling out that Scrub Life stamp set and I'm going to do some stamp surgery. I'm just cutting in between the words. It says get well soon and then know me will be underneath. Remember, you can always push them back together and stamp them as they're meant to be stamped. So I'm stamping onto a word bubble die that I cut out of paper tray ink cardstock. I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink and my Misty. Lining things up so this says, get well soon, know me. Remember, you want to press lightly. You don't want to lose the detail of the stamps. And there we go, get well soon, know me. Next, I'm going to put together one of these little gnomes with the new gnome faces. So first I have the hat that I'm putting together. That's from the medical add-ons, cut out of paper tray ink, white cardstock, and then pure poppy cardstock. I cut out the base layer of this gnome with the face out of paper tray ink, white cardstock, just so it looks like it has like a white uniform on. Next, I'm adding some EK Success chalk to the cheeks of a P13 Stamping Pad Skin Tones face. And then I'm going to take that face and stamp a little face on it. Like a little face details with some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink using my Misty. So I'm going to add this little winky face. And remember, you want to stamp very lightly. Don't push too hard. Also remember that Jaded Blossom sells these P13 Stamping Pad Skin Tones in their store. And isn't that cute? He's just adorable. or she's adorable. Next, I'm going to take a Copic marker in R29 and just dot the tongue. Remember that VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink is not Copic friendly, so be careful. Next, I'm using my Secure White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10 to add some highlight to the eye and some freckles on the cheeks, because of course I'm going to add freckles. Next, I will add add some glue to the back of the face and add it to the ear layer. I'll add the hair onto the front. This is Paper Tray Ink Dark Chocolate cardstock. There we go. Isn't that cute? And now I'm going to add things to the base. So I'm just going to trim off the hat. I'm not going to add, like I didn't cut out the actual dress for this one because I'm just going to pretend that the base layer is the dress itself because you don't really see much of it. So there we go. I'm going to line up the little hat on that. Isn't that cute? Oh, too cute, right? Next, I'm going to add the little braids. And that is also cut from the dark chocolate cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. Just figuring out where I want them. There we go. There we go. Isn't she sweet? I just think she's a cute little nurse, right? In kind of one of those retro nurses outfits. There we go. I just think she's so cute. I'm going to add little bows to her hair using my Studio Catty embellishment wand and some Barely Art glue. And those are cut from Pure Poppy cardstock too, from Paper Tray Ink. It's my favorite red. And now I'm going to pop up her little nose. But you could use the little mask. You can see the little eyes, right? Isn't that fun? I just thought I'd show you the mask just in case you want to do that. So next I'm going to pop up her little nose with a half of a little Stampin' Up! Dimensional, one of the mini ones. And there we go. Isn't she cute? Now, yeah, I'm just saying you could use the mask if you wanted. So next I'm going to add this little nurse to my little photo frame. So there we go. Isn't that cute? Next, I'm going to pop up her little hands with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. So this is more like she's peeking through like a fake photo frame, right? Than like a Polaroid or something. There we go. And now I have, so this little piece, I cut it of a different pattern paper from that Doodlebug Happy Healing 6-inch pad. And what I'm doing is I'm going to stick it to the back of the nurse. There we go. With some ATG tape and some Barely Art glue. It says Get Well Soon all over that piece. And then I'm going to add it to my Paper Tray Ink layer here. And it just makes it a little bit more thicker. And you can add it as a unit to your card front. And it, you know, like I said, it adds some dimension. And there we go. Now we'll trim off the overhang here because we don't need any of that. And there we go. Isn't that cute? I'm going to have her tilted on my card front. So this is a really easy card, you know, after you build your little dies, right? I'm going to pop up my little Get Well Soon Nomi with some Paper Tray Ink white cardstock. There we go. And a few Stampin' Up! Dimensionals as well. I kind of want it popped up at the top, but like going down where the little word bubble is, you know, where the little point of the word bubble is. So I will glue the bottom with that Barely Art glue and stick it in place. Isn't that cute? There we go. I just think it's adorable. Next, I'm adding some shape sprinkles from Doodlebug. These are the Heart Attack ones. And I'm going to add some pink ones on this one. Remember, all of Doodlebug's hearts, they all match. The paper, you know, the paper lines are all very similar, have similar colors. So you could find a pink on some other heart embellishments. You don't have to get ones that match every single set, but these happen to match. And there we go. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, Be Inspired by the Team, the Jaded Blossom store to possibly get your hands on these things early. And thanks as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.